Hello everyone, it's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel, tap the notification bell, I'd appreciate it majorly. So they've made an arrest in the disappearance or missing persons case of Linda Stoltzfoos, the Amish girl who went missing on June 21st, which I'm fairly certain that was a Sunday. You know, what time she was sort of went missing or reported missing is not totally clear to me. I thought she went missing in the middle of the day. I thought it was noticed when she didn't return home from the church on Stumptown Road, and she would have been walking home on Beechdale where she lives, and those two roads intersect on this map here. And but some reports say that her father, became alarmed when she didn't come home later that evening after she was supposed to have gone to some kind of youth event, I guess after church. But in any event, a person was arrested yesterday in connection to her disappearance, and she remains missing, and they continue to search for her, and they do believe that it's very possible that she's been harmed, and it's not looking good at all, definitely, at this point. I think everybody understands the dire nature of, what may be coming. So Justo smoker, 34 years old, who lives in the area, and I believe grew up in the area, went to high school nearby, and so forth, who's 34, was arrested Friday. The district attorney, I don't know if that's the East Lancaster Township district attorney, but the district attorney in the area issued an arrest warrant for him, and he was arrested later that day, I believe at work. And he went before some kind of arraignment hearing this morning, and a judge ordered him held without bail. He was charged with felony kidnapping and misdemeanor false imprisonment. And it's very possible that other charges will be following if it turns out that that Linda Stoltzfooz, has been killed. Which it's just like I said, it's just not looking good at all based on some of the circumstances that have been reported of her clothes being found buried in a wooded area in Ronk, which I assume is very nearby. East Lancaster Township where she went missing and lives. So, some of the information in this NBC Philadelphia report describes that witnesses, and I believe within the first few days or immediately, had said that there was a red sedan in the area the day she went missing, driving on the same road where she went missing, and had seen an Amish girl wearing the same kind of clothes she would have been wearing in the front seat. And also the authorities, with the FBI's help, I think got assistance from the FBI enhancing the video, were able to get some surveillance from a nearby home or something on that road, on Beechdale Road, where it shows her literally being abducted by somebody in a red four-door sedan that I think they later identified as a Kia Rio, which is in the photo there. But some of the dates on this in this NBC Philadelphia report, I think, are inaccurate. I mean, that's where I was confused trying to make this video and understand it better, because it basically says on June 23rd, 2 days after Stoltzfooz went missing, investigators went to a rural wooded area in Ronks, a small farming community, I'm assuming nearby, where they believed she was taken. The Kia Rio was parked at the scene, police said. I don't believe that was the 23rd, but I could be wrong. I mean, I think over at heavy.com it reports that this was the day before he was arrested, that they went to this wooded area in Ronks, and that they had used the surveillance footage to either identify him or identify the car. Because it does say, up here, investigators still don't know what happened to Stoltzfooz, but believe she was harmed after she was abducted. Her father realized something was wrong when she did not arrive to an evening youth group where she was expected. Police later recovered surveillance footage that showed Stoltzfooz being abducted on the side of Beechdale Road where she was walking home from church. The footage, which the FBI helped enhance, showed a red Kia Rio. Multiple witnesses told police they saw a woman in Amish garb in the passenger seat of that car. Police say it was smokers, Justo smokers. So Stoltzfoos' father reported her missing when she did not return home from a youth group gathering late in the evening, June 21st, 2020. Surveillance footage led authorities to smoker whose red Kia Rio was spotted parked in a rural location in Bronx. Police searched that area the night before the arrest and found Stoltzfoo's clothes buried, they said. Multiple witnesses also reported to police they saw an Amish female in a car matching the description of Smoker's red Kia Rio. And the abduction was captured on surveillance footage, police said. So, you know, it's obviously not looking good, and I'm sure they continue to search for her. This individual apparently has a criminal history, and it says that, well, Heavy.com says that he spent most of his adult life in prison for a 2006 robbery spree, which it describes multiple times, and I don't want to go through it. I mean, there's three different descriptions of crimes, and it seems like they're taken from, I don't even know. I mean, it's kind of confusing when you read it. Justin Roberto, Smoker, has a criminal history stretching back to 2005. He was charged in a string of robberies in 2006, according to court documents filed in this case. Spent most of his adult life in prison. Lancaster Online reported Smoker committed a string of robberies armed with a BB gun. Along with his younger brother, Victor, the brothers robbed 4 different businesses and farmers markets in a 6-day stretch between August 8, 2006 and August 13, 2006, the news outlet reported. You can view the docket sheet online here. Smoker pleaded guilty, and he was sentenced to 12.5 to 30 years in prison. Smoker was also pleaded guilty to burglary and robbery in cases stemming from 2005. Incidents, according to Pennsylvania Unified Judicial System, on February 16, 2007. He was charged with robbery and related charges by Pennsylvania State Police in Avondale, stemming from an incident June 6, 2005. It's totally confusing because you have, dates that overlap. Basically, he spent a fair amount of time in jail. I don't know when he got out, if he was facing 12.5 years to 30 years in prison. It says he was a wrestling star in the area. Justo, Smoker, was adopted at age 7. After he was living on the street, his defense attorney told a judge in 2007. Justo Smoker was a high school wrestling star and earned a place on the Lancaster, Lebanon All-Star team. So, this is the Amish girl missing, Linda Stoltzfoos, which I believe was set up by her uncle, and I think initially, people weren't sure if she just left the community. In fact, the uncle who established this page, he himself did, even though he was very active in doing as much as possible to locate her, and I assume that means he thought she didn't just leave on her own when you think about it. And now it's known that she didn't, or at least that's what's suspected. And it's not for the last time. It's just not looking good. The fact that her clothes were buried, and I suspect that the condition of those clothes, I don't know if there's blood on them, but something is leading them to believe that she was harmed after she was abducted. Definitely not good. And that's pretty much the story there. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.